What's going on, YCC community, friends, Romans, comic book men? It's Jimmy C coming at you. I don't even know what video it is. I'm up there, you know. I'm into double digits now. Anyhow, this is part 2 of my number ones haul. A bunch of like nondescript ones, and then I'm going to follow up with a couple of purchases from a comic book store and this and that. But, you know, let's kick it off with the ones, get them out of the way, and then get into some more interesting stuff. So, kick it off. We got Indiana Jones Chronicles #1. Cool cover, you know, look at that, ancient Egyptian. I said, you know what, I'm all in. This is part 2 from what I did last week at the Meadowlands Flea Market, which is right outside of Giant Stadium, or the Meadowlands Arena. So basically, these are all about 70 cents each. So, you know, not the end of the world. We got Kato #1. Look at that, cool Bruce Lee, man. What the? We got Heavy Hitters Feud #1. I saw a bunch of these, so like at first I got excited, but then I saw so many, I said, oh, something's up, you know. So we got Robin, Joker's Wild 2 #1. There's about 4 or 5 variants. Got the Joker cover. Got the other Joker cover, Crazy. Nothing special. Got Toxic Crusaders #1. Not even Toxic Avenger. I got the bootleg of the bootleg. Big shout out to William Shatner. Got Tech World #1. If Priceline ever picks it up, we're golden, but that's never going to happen. We got the Adventures of the Thing #1, limited series 1 and 4. Got the Tet #1. We got the Warlord, sticking with the Dungeons and Dragons motif. Roll the 20-sided dice. What does it come up? #1 Warlord. You know, we took a shot with this. Vision and Scarlet Witch #1. She wasn't in the X-Men movie, but who knows down the road. You know, it's a whatever to have. You know, everybody's all up on this Green Arrow. I got the #1 of the original Green Arrow. Recognize. Robin Hood #1. Volume 1. The real Green-Eyed Bandit. But anyway, got Omega Man #1. Got Annual Legion of Superheroes #1. Nice yellow cover. Superboy #1. I saw this, picked it up. Secret Wars Part 2 #1. Who's a Beyonder? Got Starbrand #1. We got this. You know, I thought this was Batman, but you guys maybe can help me out better than this. I don't think it's Batman. It looks like him, but World Without End #1, book 1 of 6. We got Peter Canyon, the Thunderbolts. It's like Tyler Perry. He has to put his name in front of his shows and movies, so I guess Peter Canyon is like going along those lines. Can't just be Thunderbolt. It's got to be Peter Canyon Thunderbolt. Oh, there goes the known heckler. She won't stop. It's actually her birthday today. She's 6 years old. Brooklyn. So she's got to ruin all my videos. Anyway, moving on. We got Elvira #1. A cool cover, you know, photo. We got Star Trek #1. William Shatner, Spock, Nimoy, all those guys. Hacker Files #1. And this was a pretty cool movie. This was a big movie back when I grew up. Alien Nation #1. They made a movie about this. They made a TV show, so why not comic books? Keeping it moving. Got Venom #1 from the 90s. You know, it's a glossy cover. It's not foil, but it's reflective. Justice League Europe #1. This is pretty cool. You know, with the black covers, it's perfect. Max Immortal. Pretty sinister, crazy, vicious images. I looked at the other issues, 2, 3, 4, 5, but I just said let me pick up the #1. But anyway, got Marvel Superheroes Spring Special #1. Got another one of these. You know, they're rebooting it. You know, I just picked up The Amazing Spider-Man, the Black issue, first appearance. I got one of these. You know, I told you guys I gave them all to my friend's little kid, but like, you know, I'm back picking them up. You know, I've shown this before. Shout out to I forget who, but you know, this is the first Zaslow. Shadow of the Bat #1. And speaking of which, that little troublemaking bulldog of mine, we got the Heckler #1. live and direct. She's in my house. Every time I start the camera and put the video on, but you know. Heckling number 1, and then to round it out, we got Secret Weapons number 1. So those were the comics. Sorry about that. Those were the comics number 1s from the flea market. I'm just gonna round it out real fast with a few other number 1s I have. Actually, number 1s and number 2s. Got CSI Criminal Investigation number 2, Spawn number 2. These I've had already. I'm just putting them in a batch. Zombie number 2, cool cover. Wormwood, I believe this is number 4. I got this a long time ago, but I just saw this in someone's video, and I actually shouted out, left a comment, like, my God, what a random book to have, like, both number 4, and actually show it. Got Robotiki number 2, Robotiki number 4, Ninja Tales number 1, cool cover. Like, these books, I picked them up because they remind me of, the DVD I talked about that I had. Oh man, I'm drawing a blank, but it was you know, that Japanese animation movie. It was a one-shot. Anyway, I can't think of the name, but let's keep it moving. Got a Spawn number 1 over here. Why not? When I was collecting back in 2006 or 7, this came out. You know, Virgin Comics. You know, Virgin Atlantic. They're branching out. Devi number 1. I'm like, oh man, you know, this is gonna be the next hot thing. Who would have thunk, you know? Well, most likely. Nothing special about it, but, you know, number 1. Anyway. Annihilation, Heralds of Galactus, number 1. Got Star Rangers. Why can't this be the next Dread Star? Star Rangers, number 1. And Star Rangers, number 2. It's Dread Star's like second cousin or whatever. Come on, let's option this and make this skyrocket. You know, Harley Quinn number 1. We got Deceivers number 1. We got The Crow number 1. Tales of Honor number 1. Injustice: Gods Among Us number 1. This is like the 2nd season or whatever. I'm digging this. It's just taking so long. I never bought the video game, but, you know, I'm into it. I actually don't buy these. I download them. Shh, don't tell nobody. Batman, Superman, number 1. House of Secrets, Facade, number 1. Got Revenge, number 1. You know, I hear it's pretty gruesome. Saviors, number 1. And to round it out, Sovereign, number 1. Those are all the number 1s. Knock the book down. We don't edit. This is live and direct. We just keep it moving. Okay, moving on. I went to a comic book store in Queens. You know, I go there, like, I work in Queens most of the time. So, like, this comic book store, it's Royal Collectibles. I've only been there twice, but these guys, like, it's like, you know, some Goombas running the place, and they hire a few, like, comic book nerds or whatever to, like, basically make sure they don't get screwed when people come in and buy stuff. And everything is priced new mint prices or higher. So, like, no matter what condition the book is in. So, like, and it's not really, like, friendly place they're not mean, but, like, it's not the most comfortable place to be. Anyway, long story short, I was there for, like, an hour, and I'm, like, digging, and, like, there's nothing priced well. So, long story short, I spent $28, and I got this. And it was a miracle to find these, because, like, you know, this place is so overpriced, and it's just, like, it's insane. Anyway, got Batman 442. It's the first Tim Drake as Robin. It was $1.25, and actually when I went up to pay, like, the guy looked at them twice, like, where'd you get these, blah, 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 and he went digging and bullshitting. So, like, I saw this one was blank, and I saw this one too, so he actually charged me both $1.25, like, he was biting his tongue, but he didn't really know. I got this first Tim Drake, $2. Then I got Batman 457, $4. I thought that was a lot, but I said, you know, let me pay it. First Tim Drake in the Robin in the new costume. I got this to round it out, just to, like, you know, throw him off a little bit. First, introducing Mime, a no-name character, but hey, you know what? With the new Gotham show coming out, you never know who they're gonna, like, pick and choose to, like, be a player, and, like, you know, honestly, I think this is a prime candidate. You know, like, she's a no-name villain, but like, you know, I could see her like messing around with, you know, Commissioner Gordon when he's a lieutenant or whatever. You know, just me on a tirade. But oh, so he had 2 of these Saga the Swamp Thing. He had one marked for $8, exact same condition, and he had this one blank. So I said, you know what? I'm going to take this one and bring it upstairs and roll the dice. See what he says. He's like, oh, beep a boop, $2. I said, oh, deal, no problem. Meanwhile, the other one he had marked down for $8, which is basically what it's worth mint. So, and then I got this also. This is a number 1. It's on the newsstand. I don't know. I just saw it. I said, let me grab a number 1 current issue cowl. Looks pretty cool. So, like, he actually, like, took these comics to the back. He goes, oh, you got them downstairs. Give me a minute. I'm like, oh, here we go. If I tell you, if he would have marked it up $1 more, I wouldn't have bought any of them from him. Because this is just, like, this place, they just rape you there. But anyway, he came back to me, and he didn't say a word. He goes, okay, no problem. So I said, oh, brother, man, you got a Spider-Woman number 1 on the wall. And he wanted $15 for it. It was the price. I said, bro, I'll give you $10 if you throw it in. He goes, oh, okay, no problem. So, you know, I got it. You know, it's in perfect condition. Not like that's a steal of the century or nothing. It's actually worth about, you know, $10 to $15 near mint. But considering this place that I got this for $10, that's a friggin', excuse my French, that's a score in this place. But, you know what? Hey. You know what? Sorry, guys. The dog is, like, acting up over time. But you know what? That's a pretty good deal there. So, you know what? I said, all right, I'm in. And to wrap it up, I just got one order from, actually, I don't know if you guys shop there. It's called newcadia.com. They actually have about a 20% discount for your first-time buyers. So it's pretty cool. And once you buy, they give you a little gift. They give you a couple of free comics. Not like I work for them or nothing, but, you know, I see a good deal, I like to tell people about it. So anyway, I got Web of Spider-Man, number 36, first appearance of Tombstone. You never know, this could be a key issue with all this stuff going on. You know, a bunch of people have been showing this. I got 210, first Madam Web. I got 212, first Hydra Man. But they said it was a fine copy, which I'm all in, you know, for a couple bucks. Fine copy my manga. There's a huge tear right there across the whole thing, so I'm sending this one back. And you know, they're pretty good with everything. They're like very high end. They're known for customer service. They're like Zappos, man. You know, like this is what they do and what they're known for. So I don't foresee any problems, brother, man. No, you know, they didn't say nothing about this big rip. That's insane. Anyway, moving on. Fantastic Four. Number 66. They're saying this is like the first appearance of, you know, Warlock, or, you know, him at that point. You know, the next issue is where, you know, you see the Hive, but this is the one where it all starts. And, you know, with all this stuff going on with the Cosmic Marvel and the Guardians of the Galaxy, this might be, you know, quote unquote a hot book alert. And, you know, you never know. So I grabbed it. It was a good price. It's a really good condition. It's not the best, definitely not the worst. Anyway, moving on. Picked up Tales of Suspense 94, first appearance of MODOK. Going with the, you know, Captain America theme. You never know who's going to be in Captain America Part 3 or 4. Cool character. Great cover. Good condition. I'm in. Got a couple of Submariner number 9. This comic, beautiful color. Everything, you know, this top is messed up right here. And there's a little chipping, but other than that, it's pretty good. First Lemuria, I'm sorry. Yeah, excuse my French, tomato. I'm pretty sure that's the race of the people. So first, I don't know if it's the first appearance of the race, or the first appearance of, you know, if that's a specific character, naming the girl who's about to stab Namor. But I'm sure you guys could fill me in. But, you know, I thought it was a key issue. Moving on, Submariner number 16. There's really not a lot of significance to this, but I just love this cover. I don't know why. I've loved it since I started collecting, and I said, you know what, I have to have this book. It's just awesome, you know. The deep sea greens and everything, and you got, you know, I have his first appearance, number 5, and he's just looming over a big shadowy figure. Namor is down in the muck, and you got, you know, the pirate ships all sunken or whatever. I just love it. Anyway, moving on. We got Strange Tales number 116. So for people who are all into the Doctor Strange, these are the books, man, you should start looking at. Because, like, you know, this is first appearance of Vishanti, and they mention Hogarth, and they mention the Eye of Agamotto in this book. So these are pretty cheap right now for 12-cent Silver Age issues. You know, they're not free, but, you know, you're getting the best bang for your buck getting these books. These are the Aquaman and Flashes of the Marvel Comics, basically. So this is a huge issue. You know, if Doctor Strange takes off, hey, man, forget about it. Like the menorah. We got Tales to Astonish 81. First appearance of Boomerang. I saw that. You know, it's yellowing, and it's got some chicken scratch over there. No, it's not Olivetti's signature. It is actually genuine chicken scratch, if you see my other videos. But still, overall, you know, decent shape. You know, 5.5, 6. Man of My Word. Got Fantastic Four, 244. First appearance of Nova. That's Frankie Ray being blessed by Galactus, you know. She drank the Kool-Aid, and now she is cosmic irradiated, and there she is, off on the wild blue yonder. And just to wrap it up, like I said, you know, when you order from this place, they give you an option. Depending on how much you spend, you get a couple of books for free by choice. You could pick the books or make it random. So I picked a few. Got Guardians of the Galaxy, Free Comic Book Day. Got Teen Titans Go, #1. Got Transformers vs. G.I. Joe, #1. Let me grab this because it's all messed up. Then this is the one I let them pick for me, and they gave me the Monolith #2. It's actually the only comic I got that's damaged, just a little chipped up here. So not chipped, but bent. And to round it out, for less than $1, I got Riot Gear Ash Can Edition #1. I don't really know anything about this. And then I got There Can Be Only One, May It Be, the Highlander #0, Dynamite. That's it, guys, wrapping it up. I got no color commentary this week. I'm going to hit up the flea market tomorrow, and then next week I'm actually going to go up to Westchester to the guy who I had the haul of all hauls. I think it was issue number 8, YouTube number 8. And he told me he's having another, extravaganza, so I can't wait to go see this guy because he gives insane deals. And that's it. Everybody have a good weekend. Let's go with the Belmont. Get your horses in for Saturday. God bless and good night. Take care.